The reflection paradox, end of the simulation. The metallic silence of the massive hangar was shattered by the sound of draining fluids, echoing like a mechanical waterfall. Caleb coughed violently, forcing the sticky liquid from his lungs. When he opened his eyes, he saw a blurry, gray ceiling. He didn't recognize this ceiling, but he knew the pain he felt. This was the heartbreak from Chapter 1. It was the social exclusion from Chapter 6.
Coughing and gasping, damn it, where is this?
The capsule beside him hissed open. Elena emerged, soaking wet and shivering uncontrollably. Right behind her, Silas had collapsed to his knees, vomiting the digital remnants of the simulation. Rosie was frantically checking her own body, feeling for her liver to ensure it was still there.
Caleb? Are you there? Are we dead?
My stomach, everything hurts.
The hive mind. Shut those voices up. They are still inside my head.
No. We aren't dead. We're awake.
The hangar lights flickered on with a blinding brilliance. Behind a glass partition above, 3 silhouettes appeared: Julian, Agatha, and Justice Sterling. But they weren't in their usual roles this time. They wore laboratory coats and held champagne flutes in their hands. Julian leaned toward the microphone, his voice booming through the hangar like a god.
Congratulations, subjects. A magnificent performance. You are the first group to complete 12,000 cycles of the Human Resilience Project.
Especially the sacrifice data in Chapter 8, Rosie, that was remarkable. And Oliver, that resistance in Chapter 9. Our neuromarketing department is going to love it.
You bastards. Was all of it just a game? Our pain? Our losses?
Not a game, Oliver. Data. Earth's resources are depleted. We plan to migrate humanity into digital, virtual heavens. But the human mind does not accept a flawless paradise. It rejects it. The mind needs pain, conflict, and chaos to accept reality.
You were the guinea pigs chosen to determine the optimum pain threshold. We tested which scenario keeps the human mind in reality the longest. The result, they all work. The more humans suffer, the more they believe in their existence.
You can't keep us here. We remember everything.
Remembering isn't an issue. The memory wipe protocol works just like it did in Chapter 7. A quick format, and then we begin Cycle 13. Perhaps you'd like to try the medieval plague this time?
Caleb reached for the control panel on the side of his capsule. The coding knowledge he gained in Chapter 1 and the system vulnerabilities he discovered in Chapter 6 were flashing in his mind. He ripped off the panel cover and began connecting the wires with fierce determination.
You're wrong, Julian.
What was that? Speak up.
I said you're wrong. Pain doesn't just demand obedience, Julian. Pain also teaches. You taught us every single weakness of this system.
The moment Caleb joined the wires, the hangar lights turned blood red. A mechanical voice began to scream, "System error. Administrator privileges being transferred." Panic broke out in the control room above. Screens went black, doors locked, and consoles burst into flames.
What's happening? Agatha, open the door. The door is locked.
Simulation Theory. Chapter 10. Remember that, Julian?
I shut the system down, but they aren't stopping.
Because we aren't outside. We're still inside, aren't we?
Julian, Agatha, and Justice Sterling froze in place. The walls of the laboratory suddenly began to pixelate and crumble. The champagne flutes in their hands turned into digital dust.
No. I am real. I am the project manager.
You are nothing but antagonist algorithms. We are the real people. And to wake up, we first had to defeat our jailers. This was our final test.
Don't delete us. If you delete us, the game ends.
The game is already over.
Caleb pressed the final key on the virtual keyboard and confirmed the delete antagonist command. Julian, Agatha, and Justice Sterling let out digital screams as they dissolved into zeros and ones, vanishing into the void. The whiteness faded. Caleb and his friends opened their eyes on a field of green grass under a real sun. There were no wires, no capsules.
Is it real?
I hope so.
Caleb looked at the sky. It was blue and appeared perfect. Yet, in the furthest corner of the sky, among the clouds, a tiny, almost invisible pixel error continued to flicker.